Kyle Shanahan's motives? We all have theories as to why he's been so bad this year. But I have a real theory as to why he's not all in with Trey Lance, why he's so reluctant to make the transition. Also, why he's not eager to really play Brandon Ayuk. It seems to me that everything Kyle Shanahan is doing this year, this season, is incredibly short-sighted. All about winning right now, which is surprising, I think, to journalists and fans, because this is a guy who was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, recently was regarded as one of the up-and-coming top coaches in the league. Everyone thinks he's really good. And now he's coaching like everyone just assumed that he's going to be here forever. He's gotten an extension. He got a 6-year contract and then a 6-year extension. Everyone talks about him like he's Bill Walsh and he's going to be here for the next 20 years and he is the 49ers. But he's not coaching that way. When he traded up for Trey Lance, you're thinking, man, this guy has a lot of job security, man. He's taking on a 3-year project. He's committed to this. This is going to be his pet project for the next 3 years. Actually, he's put very little effort into coaching Lance, very little effort in coaching Aaron Banks, Ambry Thomas, Brandon Ayuk, Trey Sermon, all the young guys. He's like, I'm not interested. I can't afford to coach you this year. And what they were saying was, well, we're a Super Bowl team, so we're so good we have no time for rookies this year. Well, they're not a Super Bowl team. What they are is maybe a playoff team, a fringe playoff team. So what we're seeing is Kyle Shanahan is coaching like a guy who's on the hot seat. I'm not saying he's on the hot seat. I'm saying he's on the hot seat by the way he's coaching. He's coaching like a guy who thinks he'll get fired if he doesn't make the playoffs. I think that explains all of his decisions this year. I think it's pretty clear. Once you look at him as a desperate coach on the hot seat, everything makes sense. Why is he desperately clinging to Jimmy Garoppolo, even though Jimmy might give you like a 1% chance, a 1% better chance to win than Trey Lance at this point? It's not even demonstrable that Jimmy Garoppolo gives you a better chance to win than Trey Lance. But he's the vet. He has a winning record. Trey Lance, as he improves throughout the year with playing time, maybe he'll cost you a couple games along the way. And Kyle's not willing to take that chance. A secure coach who has job security would take that chance. But this is year 5. He's only made the playoffs once. He's coaching like he has to make the playoffs this year. And we're all saying, embrace the future. It's a rebuild. Go with Lance. If you lose some games along the way, it's okay. Where do you really think you're going with Jimmy Garoppolo? Well, it's easy for us to say our job isn't on the line. I think it looks pretty clear that he's a desperate coach. And he's going to cling to Jimmy Garoppolo because if he misses the playoffs, someone else is going to be coaching Trey Lance next year. That's the way he's acting. And I think I'd be doing the same thing in his situation. I get it. I wouldn't be playing Jimmy, but I'd be nervous. I would think I'm on the hot seat. Either Jed York told him or it's understood. You can't miss the playoffs 4 to 5 years. Josh Dubow put out a stat that of the coaches who have made it this far in their tenure, how many games? Like 60-something games, almost 70 games. That's what Kyle's got. He's got like the 5th worst record of all time. Like down there with Jay Gruden and guys like that. So it's time for him to produce. No one wants to hear the injury excuse. And I don't even know if Jed York would want to hear, well, look, I was playing Trey Lance. We missed the playoffs again, but give me one more chance. I don't know if he'll get it. So I keep hearing like from journalists and stuff around the Bay, look, Kyle's not on the hot seat. How do you know? Tell him that. Tell him that, because if he believed it, maybe he'd be more willing to play Brandon Ayuk. Forget Trey Lance. Let's put Trey Lance to the side for a second, okay? Brandon Ayuk is the same situation, but he doesn't play quarterback. Everyone's like, well, quarterbacks, you have to age them in oak barrels for 10 years before they're ready to play. It's not wide receivers. Brandon Ayuk played well last year in a lost season where Kyle Shanahan wasn't desperate. This year, he has to make the playoffs, I think. And all of a sudden, Mohamed Sanu has more targets this season than Brandon Ayuk. Mohamed Sanu, who's not good, who's my age, not getting better. Brandon Ayuk, young, could improve, make some mistakes along the way. Kyle's going with Sanu. That just shows you how terrified he is of losing games that he shouldn't lose. He's totally sacrificing the future. He's not preparing any of the young guys for the future. Not Ayuk, not Ambry Thomas, not Trey Lance, not Aaron Banks. He's not preparing any of them. So if he gets fired, the new guy comes in and has a bunch of guys who haven't been coached, haven't been developed. It's almost like Kyle Shanahan's parting gift to the 49ers. Oh, you want to get rid of me? Well, good luck with all these guys I didn't coach. Have fun. Scorched earth. Those are Kyle Shanahan's motives, I believe. Staying employed, making the playoffs. He doesn't have the luxury of playing Trey Lance and missing the playoffs this year. Now, what's rough for him is he may not have a freaking choice because Jimmy Garoppolo isn't magically taking him to the playoffs. Jimmy Garoppolo is 5-6 in his last 11 starts. And Jimmy Garoppolo has gotten hurt in 3 of his last 9 starts. So, Kyle, if you're desperate and you're hoping Jimmy's going to keep you employed for one more year, don't count on it. Lance was probably going to give you your best chance, and now he's hurt too. So hopefully Sudfeld's as good as you think he is.